Welcome to the Marvel Future Fight V600 stream, V610 update stream, version 620 update stream. I am your host, Kim, and as always, I'm very happy to be here with you. I am coming to you from my own living room, which is not how we usually do it, but we are living in unusual times, unprecedented times, and we are all trying our best. We are trying our best to work hard, to stay safe, and to have fun. And speaking of fun, it's my friend Cage here. My friend and yours, Cage is here. What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Greetings, agents. Certainly happy to see friendly faces again. Also nice to see you as well, Kim. And of course, like I said, sort of nice to be with other people.
I'm not a friendly face.
You're, the jury's still out on that, but...
Cage. I missed you, buddy.
Oh, it worked.
KGB.
I'm glad it did.
How you guys doing? How we doing? How we doing?
Defender, Cosmic Cage. A suave classic Cage. Oh God. So I believe you were transitioning into another, what was it, in the comics?
Okay, so we are talking about the comic basis for this update. Dawn of X is the basis of all the uniforms. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
How we doing? Is
So with
everything
that
sounding
explosion-
all right? What's good, guys? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Volume okay?
Humans versus
Everything
X-Men,
good?
and one is Earth X.
The Mighty Queen demonstrates her power with this newly added Awaken skill.
Whoa!
What's up, guys? We're back for another challenge run. That sound good?
I'm ready. I'm working out.
Damn. Oh, get that whistle out of here.
A Doctor Strange Damnation from 2018 by Nick Spencer and Donny Cates.
You need more of my sound?
So for the V640 update, the Lord of Chaos has now been granted the badge of T3.
All right.
Let's take a look.
All right, hold on.
Whoa! Where are we jumping off of?
Right after the aftermath of Infinity Wars. Right. So like you said, this one's called Guardians United, and he's summoning all of his trusty allies to aid in this attack while he does sweet dance moves across the battlefield.
Beast is quiet for the first time ever. Bro, this is a big update, man. I'm trying to not talk over these guys too much, you know?
All right, everyone, take care, and we will see you next time. Till next time, agents. Till next time, agents.
So long.
Until next time, agents.
Bye-bye.
And till next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Welcome to the... Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Marvel Future Fight V700 stream. That is right, this is the 6-year anniversary for Marvel Future Fight, and we have a lot to celebrate in it today. I was just enjoying that highlight reel of the streams that we've been working on over the past year, and that was a lot of fun to think about and reminisce about. And I know some of you saw in your respective platforms where you're watching this very live stream some questions posed to you, but I'm just gonna verbalize them again, and you can please leave your comments in the chat where you see fit. So if you, for instance, I'm just gonna go over the 3 questions that we already should have posted, which were, what was your favorite update and update teaser that over the past year? I do think the sneak peek team is just amazing. So it's
Chef's kiss, man.
One. We also have what is your favorite character added over the past year? And lastly, which character got your favorite uniform and T3 over the past year? Let us know your thoughts in the chat, and we will get back to that very soon. But we have a lot of things to go over because, as I mentioned, this is the 6-year anniversary for Marvel Future Fight, which is huge, by the way, and in no small part thanks to those of you who are playing and watching right now. So thank you so much for being such a big part of that. We have a lot going on today. First, starting off the top, we have a new character coming to the game. I say new, but you may remember his face.
It's only one
the
character,
King of
eh?
Hell himself, Mephisto, someone we're all familiar with. We also have uniforms coming for Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, and Professor X. We will be getting into that very soon, along with some other updates that are coming to the game. I do want to reintroduce you to survey rewards. There will be a survey at the end of this live stream, and you can get the link for that by refreshing the page where you are watching this video. It will be added to the description. So you are going to have to refresh to get that link available to you. Please follow it and enter your player information so we can be sure to get the rewards to the right account, and you should be able to claim that in game. There are a lot of other fun ways for you to claim rewards, including the pre-register event. You can register your email address on the event page and receive rewards on April 30th. April 30th is, of course, the exact anniversary day for Marvel Future Fight.
Crazy,
There's also
man.
a coupon event you may have seen on our social media. You can enter a coupon code, and that is ready for MFF 6 year. And the 6 is a number 6, while the rest of the words are words and they're spelled out. And you can receive rewards that way. iOS users can also receive rewards through the announcement on the forum. There will also be, well, you know, it's all relative, a check-in event. Check in the game every day and get rewards. There are still many rewards left, so be sure to log on and make sure you pick them all up as much as you can. Okay, I'm almost out of breath because of all this stuff that we have to go over today, so let's get it started. Let's take a look at this quick overview of what you can expect in V700.
Bees fell asleep. Nah, I'm here, fam. I'm here. Hey. Okay. Oh, okay. Yo, the Fantastic Four getting awakened skills. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's go.
Wow,
I figured that's what they would do.
It's a lot to take in. Just looking back at both the sizzle reel or the highlight reel from the past streams we've been in addition to just the sheer insanity, which is this update in itself. All that to say, hi everybody. Certainly glad to be back and here to be with you during the 6-year anniversary live stream for Marvel Future Fight. Hello again, everybody, and of course, hello to you, Kim.
Hi, Cage. Welcome. It's good to see you as always and to have you here to talk about all the stuff that's coming that everyone can look forward to.
Yes, it's certainly a lot. As you mentioned, it's easy to get out of breath with all the content we have to show. And of course, there are several things in there you probably have seen that weren't even in the initial teasers.
Let's hope so.
With all that to say, let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first thing we're going to show, we're going to go ahead and jump to the game cam, is those of you who mentioned in actually the Marvel
UI
form, is actually a change to the UI itself.
Looks clean.
Here we have the maker taking up a good portion of the screen here.
Woo.
But of course, there are several different changes with the UI. The point of the anniversary, not point of anniversary, but one of the things you wanted to do in the anniversary, the team wanted to make sure everything was a little bit more comfortable and easy, a little more easy on the eyes. So
yeah, you can easily see VIP levels and stuff now.
We won't go into too much. We want you to be able to explore many of this yourself. But some things you can see.
New content.
See, how, again, the
see Luna Snow is there.
On the right side of the screen, we'll take a look at just the team menu here again. Things just look very different, very changed. Again, we have, of course, we have the 3 characters which we'll be going over later. We go back to the home screen. There's Professor X.
Professor Charles Xavier.
Right there on the screen as well.
Ooh, that looks clean.
Take a look. Like I said, we're not going to go into everything right now.
I wish you guys had increased the inventory.
Exploring on your own, so you guys can look forward to that. So we look forward to seeing what your feedback is regarding the new UI change.
Fantastic. It does look a lot sleeker. And I do want to point out to everyone, just take this opportunity right now to say that the stream build may differ from the live build, so numbers and details may change. to the final version.
Fair
That's
enough.
correct. So of course, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into the new uniforms. Again, much to go over. As you can see, we have the 3 new uniforms coming so far. We have the Maker, we have Superior Iron Man, and we have Professor X in his classic wheelchair. I can't really call it a wheelchair.
It's a hover chair, my guy.
Well,
It's a hover chair. We hover
No,
it.
there's not.
Technically, that's not correct.
It is a cool chair, though.
Oh, it's,
So, so we're going to go ahead and take a look, starting with Reed Richards, the Maker. Kim, what can you tell us so far about?
ooh, even this page looks clean.
Well, he is, as you sometimes called the Maker, sometimes Ultimate Reed Richards. He is the Ultimate Marvel Universe's version of Mr. Fantastic. And we are more familiar with Earth 616, Mr. Fantastic. This version of him is what he could have been had he applied his superior intellect to malice and evil.
Yeah, so of course, with that said, Reed Richards is actually listed as a supervillain with this uniform.
As
so we look
expected.
forward to that. So with this update, with this uniform, there are some changes to his passive skills. For example, 2 changes that come to his passive skills are for his shock absorption and his elastic skin. For example, for his elastic skin, in addition to his default effects, his skill and bonus damage actually get a good increase. In addition to that, his shock absorption T2 skill actually gets, instead of 30% damage to physical attacks, it's actually been changed to be able to have resistance to all damage.
That's
so there's
good.
some benefits you can look forward to for his passive skills, but that does it for passive. Let's move on to seeing his skills in action.
Yeah, they even changed the
All right, the Maker is all set
buttons
to go.
at the top. Looks nice.
Basic attacks. Sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at his first skill. This is the Expanded Hammer Fist.
Okay, that's pretty much the exact same.
Right? I get why they call it that.
Pretty basic. It's a stunning attack. He just kind of does a lariat and just kind of moves towards the opponent.
Yeah, that's just a Shadowland skill, my
Next up
guy.
is the Elastic Net.
Okay. Slight iframe there.
Let me move over to these guys over here.
Yeah.
So like he kind of extends his finger and just kind of lacerates his opponents. As you can see, it causes a little bit of bleed damage.
No
Something
bust or
scary
nothing. Okay.
about that. I don't know. Nice details there.
This
Okay,
is the
third skill
This
looks
is
nice.
referred to as the rubber cannon. I had to take a few look at this because it's a little bit confusing at visually what it is he does. So at first he jumps in the air, just kind of barrages the enemy with his fists.
He doesn't have
Look at it,
accumulation on his
he
third skill
extends his
anymore.
neck and then just kind of headbutts his.
Pay
opponent.
attention, guys.
So take a look at
He
this.
used to have
Bam.
damage accumulation on the third skill, no?
Right, that's
With
referred
the
to
old
as the rubber
uniform.
cannon. So I guess the cannon part is just part of his. Just the way he just takes his head and just launches it directly at the
Gomu Gomu no! Jet!
So this is skill 4. I'm actually going to go ahead
What?
and do this because the enemies are
Ooh,
really in.
wait.
Focus
So
on
fourth skill doesn't have accumulation either. Where the
This is
heck did they put
fourth
his
skill. This is the
accumulation?
Mad Bombardment.
Whoa.
Oh, that looks sick, but that's not an
This is a
iframe.
bind. Let me try it one more time again. Get it from this angle. This
Has
is a
defense down,
bind attack
and it has an
bonus.
attack buff.
This will also increase your overall attack and your speed.
But
Like one more time.
the iframe ends before the skill ends.
Get some cannon.
So like in World Boss Ultimate or World Boss Legend, Null's just gonna walk through that and come backhand you in the face.
Next is the 5th skill. This is the Sphere of Insanity.
Okay.
Oh, I get
Looks
it.
nice, but again,
It's kind of
he doesn't
rolls
have
over your opponent's
accumulation.
skin.
They
Do
took
this one more
away
time.
his accumulation, eh?
Surrounds the enemy, goes to the ball. rolls
Has
them over.
penetration,
messes
speed,
them up.
attack,
One more time again. This is
and
the
then
binding
immunity.
attack.
So you're taking away one of his damage accumulations.
Actually ignores a good percentage of your enemy's overall dodge rate, in addition to actually just penetrating their overall defenses. This is the 4th skill.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how about them
And of course,
feeling. He had damage accumulation based on damage taken before on the third skill, I believe.
Skill 4,
And they
which
took
is
that
the
off, it
Mad
seems.
Bombardment. After using skill 4, you can continue to attack even if you link it with another skill. So it is recommended to use skill 4 first to obtain that buff, and follow it up with a powerful skill such as skill 5. Let's go and test that out. We're going to start with
So
skill
the
number
rotation
4,
is just
Mad Bombardment, to get
4,
that
5.
buff.
So they want you to start off with 4? I don't know, man. They probably gonna get guard broken.
Wow, that's overwhelming.
So we're sure many of you guys playing might have some your own skills and different.
And the same
rotations
tier
of your
3
own.
as
Look
well.
forward to checking that out in the comments. And just because we have the T3 rolled up, let's just see how T3 looks in with this uniform.
Yeah, it's the same one. He has
And
invincibility,
once again, for those of you taking notes from
penetration.
developers,
I missed it.
They recommended skill rotation is to open up with skill 4, get that buff, and then follow it up with skill 5 to get that good damage. And that does it for the Maker.
All right, thanks.
I'm not
Mitch.
too
Let's
wowed.
move on
I
to
can't lie.
our
I'm not
next
wowed.
uniform.
That's right.
Unless his damage
Next
is just
uniform
through the
on our
roof,
list
I'm not
is
wowed.
everyone, or not, or depends on who you ask. My personal favorite, we have the Superior Iron Man. Kim, what can you tell us about?
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed.
Well, very much like the Maker being a villainous version of Mr. Fantastic, Superior Iron Man is a villainous version of Tony Stark. And he does have a titular comic series. He has the darkest possible qualities that Tony Stark had or has merged into a single being.
All right, awesome. So again, with
It's
this skill,
realizing a dark potential.
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So for this skill, not for this skill, for this uniform similar to the Maker, Iron Man's actually listed as a supervillain. He'll have 4 new skills, and in his first, to open up his passive effect, his passive skills have been changed for precision aim. For example, his critical and dodge rate have been increased up to around 15%, along with his energy attack. Again, these numbers aren't exactly going to be present possibly live, so again, not all these numbers are exact. And for his passive skill evasive maneuvers, again, critical damage actually has been increased to 50%, while skill and bonus damage also has an increase as well. So looking forward to that.
Okay.
So next up, let's go ahead and see those actual skills. So I mentioned he has 4 new skills. First skill is the Twin Blade, but again, those of you who'd have his endgame skill, you'll notice not much of a difference there.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Yep. So next up is the new
Guaranteed
skill.
dodge would be nice to keep him alive.
Flare launcher.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
That was surprising.
That attack goes pretty fast. Let's try it again.
Yeah.
If the cooldown on that is really low, that would like one-shot some people in PvP.
Boom.
Yeah, that could definitely
Fun,
be
pretty
useful
fun.
in PvP.
We're gonna do
I like that.
So those of you who are fans of the comic like me, you'll take a look at this. This is referred to
Because
as
right now, the
Iron
cool...
Drone. So those of you who
Ooh,
read
that's
the comic, Iron Man,
nice.
he had drones that he would use
To spy on people.
to survey. He uses
That's
them
nice.
for different purposes. But yeah, these are some of the drones as you can see.
You can use that if you're a peeping
These drones
Tom
actually
too,
cause
like peep
paralysis
through
while
people's
also
windows.
increasing, your auto
Anyways.
attack, and also giving you a little bit of damage immunity.
Wow.
Yeah, 5 seconds of immunity, or is it
Has
4?
A wide neck, doesn't it?
You can use that as a pretty hefty buff. I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
to these poor souls over here. I'm gonna use skill number 4, which is the Superior Strike.
Okay.
Yeah, so after hovering in the air for a little bit, he then jumps up, comes in,
Ooh, we brought in the
almost like a
axe.
proton axe. Take a look at it
Jeez.
one more time.
Was
Oh, I like that.
an action pose.
It's not a full iframe.
Sword
You
of
can take a few hits in between,
Does shock
Boom.
but it's not bad. I like
Go
it.
ahead and take a look at skill number 5.
Ooh. Oh. Holy shit.
Whoa, it just keeps
So
going.
just with that,
That's
attack, what do you
nice.
think the name of this skill is called?
Obviously, it's the superior unibeam.
Oh, you do already? Oh, okay.
Yes,
That kind of ruins the fun of it already.
The
It kinda does,
superior
doesn't it?
ultra
This is referred
instincts
to as the
unibeam.
reinforced unibeam. Not just
Okay,
reinforced, the reinforced
okay.
unibeam.
Reinforced
I
teased
unibeam.
you.
So what? I'm just
said,
playing.
oh, it's one beam, so I would call it the uni beam. And
You probably would
it's
have had
got
me too.
more. It's reinforced. Damn, should have tricked you.
This is an energy-based attack that actually grants 100% or 50 to 100% increased damage.
Let me
for
see,
the
let me see the
following
new T3,
attack.
bro.
So
I know you gotta give him a new tier 3. Let's go.
50 to 100% buff. So you can choose whatever attack to link that with. Use it wisely.
I ain't gonna lie. This might be my first uniform that I buy on my free-to-play account.
Take a look to see how it looks with the T3 active.
Oh, it's the same T3 from the endgame one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So his fifth skill might just do more damage.
I'm gonna go take a look what the developers have to say. According to the developers, they say it is recommended to receive the buff effects from skill number 3 and then skill 5 to make the best use of skill 4 and link it with other skills. So the recommended skill rotation is use skill 3,
Cancel.
get that buff, then skill 5, skill 4, or you can also follow it up with the T3.
Wow.
Another
So
is
3 cancel,
secondary
5 cancel, 4?
recommended rotation.
Nah.
Again, opening up with
I
skill
wouldn't.
3,
Yeah.
give it skill 2,
So-
skill 5.
So then he has to be a
follow
rage
it up
then.
with 4 or his T3 ability.
If to use that rotation that they're recommending,
It's a
you'd
lot
have to give him
go
a
on-
rage.
lot going on the screen.
Yeah. You know, I don't think that's one or uni beam anymore.
And that does it for the superior Iron Man. Of course, we still have plenty more to go over. Next up, as you already saw, Professor Xavier has a nice little feature there. Kim, what can you tell us about
Yes.
Charles and this new look?
Well, this is a fun uniform for, I think, fans of some classic Marvel series.
Oh yeah.
Who you might recognize this appearance from. I like it a lot.
X-Men, the
No, I'm just saying,
animated
because
series.
I've been a fan of the animated series, so just being able to see this look, just it's very reminiscent of the older days.
The older days, indeed,
Yeah, just that-
indeed.
yeah, that icon at the bottom. Yeah, so.
I know.
So for a quick thing about this uniform is a little bit different in the sense where it's not different. So there aren't really many skill effects that come with it. Similar to Nightcrawler in the previous update, this is more of just a fun skin with a tiny bit of changes and a little bit of addition. For example, for this uniform, the passive skill
Yikes.
that comes with this uniform is that you just get a 10% increase to mind damage.
Yikes.
Again, that's not really much, but again, this is more of a fun uniform for those who like to collect, those of you who are just fans of Professor Xavier in general. So we're gonna go into more
Yikes.
detail, so you can go ahead.
You mean you guys couldn't buff his
yourself.
leadership? That's sad,
It's all
man.
set to go. Chair's all powered up. Mine's all set to go. Let's go. So again, that's the basic attack. So we're gonna go ahead and start skill one. Again, a lot of these attacks aren't really new. They just have a couple minor tweaks. So let's take a look at this one.
I
So
hope you
these
guys are
attacks
charging
gonna
a very discounted price on this.
similar to
Very
the mental shock,
discounted
but the only
price.
difference is that it decreases the mind blast or mind resistance by about close to 30%. However, it also does a little bit. It takes 80% away from the energy attack to deal mind damage. Take a look at that
I
one
don't
more
know
time.
why they would do
From a
this.
different angle that we can see
Like,
more of a-
why
him and his
Yeah.
glorious chair.
Let's see his front side. Whoa.
why be so lazy as to not like make it a significant buff? At least he's not slow.
Smooth action. My just moves better than my car. Take a look at skill number 2, which is the mental disruption. Again, pretty
Dare
similar
say
to.
it's much better than your car.
Yep, that would make sense. So for mental disruption, again, it's just a skill that decreases your enemy speed and mind resistance while dealing about 35% mind damage. The only difference in this one, I remember I double checked this, is that here he lurches forward, where in his previous uniform he moves backward.
That's
So
actually
again,
better.
minor-
Moving
minor
back
tweaks
is
more
better.
more for fun.
This uniform is more for fun.
This is the energy wave. Again, this is similar to the brainwave warp in his original uniform, but the only difference also is that it does 30% damage. It grants 30% additional damage for your next attack.
I'm kind of disappointed with them. I really
We
am.
do it from this angle so you can see.
Both Professor and Mr. Fantastic don't look like too much.
Always fun.
That's kind of
Next
a
we're gonna
bummer.
check Skill 5, which is mind over matter.
Yeah, this is the same thing. Animation looks a little bit cooler.
They look like they've had their minds blown.
I see what you did there. So again, similar to mind over matter skill with the previous uniform. The only difference is if you notice, like visually, just the little effects at the bottom there are just.
I don't like this direction that they're going.
Again, we look forward to your opinions.
Where they're like, oh, we're gonna make fun skins that cost full price, but you're not gonna get that big of an upgrade. At least he was honest enough to say it wasn't a
He said some.
earth-shattering
Anyway, but
upgrade
we'll
for
get
him,
back to
right?
that soon. Those all look very good. So we'll have new uniforms for
Kim,
Iron Man,
Kim.
Mr. Fantastic,
Kim.
and Professor X.
Kim,
but
please.
of course, that can't be all.
Oh, of course, not.
Kim.
For those of you who were
For
on
us
the
who
market
play the
video,
game, we
you probably
know
noticed
it's
there were a
not
couple
that
of new
great.
uniforms in there that weren't in the initial teasers. That's
They
because
looked fantastic, Kate.
exactly. You jumped ahead of me on that punt. Yes, we have some fantastic new uniforms for that, and of course we have to take a look here. That is Mephisto. We're going over him
Mephisto.
in just a moment, but we have some of the classic new uniforms for the Fantastic Four. We have it for the Human Torch, Invisible Woman.
I hope you guys are not lazy
So,
with these
of course,
ones.
In addition to uniforms, these characters also have awakened skills. So again, we don't have to go through all of them. So we're going to go ahead and just take a look at Invisible Woman's skills.
I hope they all got 4 new skills each, especially Ben. Because if you guys shaft Ben Grimm for another time, I'm gonna punch somebody.
Again, the skills are similar. Again,
Oh
are,
my
again, are
God.
similar to the Future Foundation uniform.
Really?
The only difference is there actually is an awakened skill. So we're gonna go ahead because
Bro, I'm getting so annoyed.
Jump straight into the awakened skill. So for the Invisible Woman, we have the Force Field Fury. And again, of course,
I kind of want to just tell people not to buy them just to send a message, bro. Like, what's the point of creating like the same skills on a different uniform? For what? It's not like you're giving out a surplus of crystals that people can just buy fun uniforms. Like what?
Critical rate and damage while removing debuffs and the like.
Bruh, you know he's lazy when literally the only thing he can show us is the awaken skill 6 times because all the skills are exactly the same. When he even says himself, no point in even bother showing the rest of the uniforms.
Both Human Torch and
That's crazy.
the Thing have their own unique skills. You can take a look at that on your own, and we look forward to seeing what you guys.
It's not unique if they all have it. The definition of unique.
All right. Well, you didn't say
Oh my god.
So I think that is actually true this time. We are done with the new uniforms, but we have yet
Really?
to see our new character in action.
That's right. We kind of jumped ahead.
This update is kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie.
Which is Mephisto.
Big letdown for me
Sneak peek of a sneak
already.
So we have the King of Hell now joining us. Kim, what can you tell us about Mephisto for those of you?
Ooh, what are these like little arrows?
Think a lot of us
Oh,
know
he
what this
transforms.
is. This is a much
Yo,
lauded
those
model
arrows,
character.
you can
He
click
is,
on them, and
from another
when you
dimension.
click on them, it's gonna show you a new effect that will happen when he transforms. Guaranteed. I'm willing to bet money on it, boys.
To many.
Mephisto transforms,
That's right.
and that's why there's those little arrows there. Remember in my sneak peek video, I said he's probably gonna be the first transforming character in the game. Watch.
Those of you who already suspected, those of you who've seen the teaser as well, of course, he is a natural T3 supervillain, and he has. I'm sorry, I might have jumped ahead of my notes again. But yes, let's go ahead and just jump straight into his passive skills. For example, one of his passive skills is Burning Resurrection, and of course, as expected with infamous character like himself, when he is killed, he revives at up to 90% HP. That is referred to as his Burning Resurrection passive skill. Again, already a threat in itself. Next, he has again.
Yes.
This skill is a little bit more complicated, so I had to get this done with my notes. This for his T2 skill. He has what's referred to as Rage of the Pit. So the literal notes I got from the developers, he gains a demonized devil effect, and he gains additional skill and bonus damage up to 35%, decreasing damage, being able to reflect damage up to a certain percent, while also being able to reflect damage, while also receiving reduced damage received from reflect damage. A little bit complicated.
Okay, so kind of like Molecule Man.
Look at the skills in person.
He's kind of like Molecule Man, I guess. Basically, he can reflect damage, and he takes less damage when people reflect damage back at him. I counted the Silver Surfer, if you will.
Insidious ways. So this is just his basic attack. This is his basic attack I'm just doing, by the way. I thought it was unique.
He's just
So literally
snapping his finger, bro. He's like,
he's snapping, or if he's just pointing.
he's snapping, bro.
He's giving a little bit of
I'll make a couple more start snapping.
boom. Anyway,
I pull up, then I'm
let's move
blasting.
on to
I'm
his
just playing.
skill
Shout
now,
out
which
to
is the
Pop Smoke,
Hellfire
man.
Fire Pillar. Basic, but still does quite a good amount of damage.
How do you know it does damage?
So this does at least
Does look
30%
like
damage for
Hellfire.
every second that is active. Let's take a look at that again. To 30% burn damage.
Man said it does quite a bit of damage in the skill preview menu, where you can't even see damage. Come on now,
Also remove
Cage.
any active buffs on your opponent. This is skill number 2, which is the Evil Inferno.
Evil
A
Inferno.
little bit of a stun there. And
Oh, this is when he makes his stun machine. Okay.
It's kind of a given there.
Yeah, we know this. We're gonna call that the stun machine.
Another skill that
Fire.
removes buffs on your opponents, doing burn and stun. So this is the skill that's a little bit unique and ties into his passive we mentioned earlier. This is referred to as the Dark Awakening. Now you kind of notice
Transforms.
Does he look a little bit different to you?
Yeah, I called
Yeah,
it. He
looks
transforms.
He's now referred to as
Decepticons.
giant, I guess. The stat now changes to giant. Of course, the basic
Transform
attack changes
and
to
attack.
Well, what makes this unique is, so for example, you can see on his part of his passive, he does decrease damage to superheroes. That's kind of by default. I'm going to go ahead and change it back, use the skill again, and switch back to Fiend. This is referred to as Fiend when he's normal. Let me go ahead and go back. So when he's Fiend, he does damage, damage to the superhero faction. However, when we use the skill again, the Dark Awakening, and becomes what's referred to as Giant, is referred to as Demonized, he now does damage to supervillains. So
This is sick. So based on the situation,
when he's in Fiend mode, he can do good damage in PvP, but if you want a little bit more of an advantage in PvE, just go ahead and use that skill, and you'll be able to do some good damage there.
So that's a skill that you use based on the situation.
Villains, as it were.
Can't trust him. He's on all sides.
I like the creativity behind the skill.
Fiend form.
However, I feel like a lot of times you're gonna end up pressing that button to build a tier 3, and it's gonna like switch you out of the mode that you want to be in.
Alright, go ahead and go. We're gonna reset this over here so I can get everybody rounded up.
They do seem like they're having
Demon tactics, yeah, boys, we on demon time.
Armor causes stun, fear, in addition to decreasing their overall defense while increasing your overall attack, speed, attack, and defense. I said speed twice. That's because you go twice as fast.
Yes.
Nice
So I'm
case.
gonna go ahead and use this skill now. It's skill number 5.
Ooh.
I just like the effect of just having the different hands, just kind of bringing your opponents into the underworld, because that's what it's called. It's called the
scary.
Underworld Explosion. I'm gonna try to get more people in on this. I'm gonna actually get them in. I'm gonna bring them in. Come on, boys,
here,
over here.
you wretches.
All set. Just do the skill again. This is the Underworld Explosion. This is actually a skill that actually causes mind control in addition to increasing your enemy's fire resistance. So this is a good debuff to have when combining with your other fire skills as well. Also increases your HP as well. Again, this is a skill that keeps on giving.
Oh yeah, he does have a HP buff. I don't know how good he's gonna be for PvE, but we'll see. He does have PvP potential though.
I'm gonna do the skill again. Looks a little bit different.
Oh, yo, I told you guys he was gonna have transforming skills, bro. I called it.
Bring that flame up.
I kind of wish there would be like all of his skills.
Yeah.
Like when he transforms, all of his skills changes. He's slower though.
Really everything? It's not, because we have, of course, T3. Let's go ahead and start.
What a surprise!
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, that is a surprise.
Right, those of you who've been playing, of course, the World Boss Legend will recognize that form. This is referred to as Soul Finality. I'm actually going to
I wish he stayed in that after for a couple seconds. That would have been dope if they made it so that when he transformed for his tier 3, he could just stay in that form for a bit and attack.
I'm actually going to go ahead and read some notes from the developers. So what they mentioned, Fiend being his current form, the Fiend goes well in PvP, as I mentioned, while the Giant form actually goes well in PvE, making him a well-rounded character. For his rotation in his Fiend form, they recommend doing skill 5, canceling after you use a shield, and then use skill 2. Then cancel after the summon, and then use skill 4.
5, 4, 2.
After summoning fire. And then when in Giant mode, let's try this. They recommend, again, something a little bit similar. Use skill 5, cancel after the tornado, cancel after summoning the fire, and then use skill 4. I messed that up. Let's try that one more time. For Giant, it's going to be skill 5, cancel after the tornado, use skill 4. Yeah, it's actually skill 5 too.
I don't know how that's going to work with an energy, bro.
It's skill 5, use after the tornado, use skill 2, cancel after you summon fire, then finish it up with skill 4. So now let's go ahead and take a look how it looks with the T3.
Isn't it the same thing? Unless he stays in it when he's in Giant form.
We have silent skills such as silence and capacitation.
Okay, he doesn't stay in that form. Unfortunate. This is an anniversary update? Yeah. Yeah, it's an anniversary update. And then they made 5 uniforms that are basically copy-paste. Yeah, they let me down still. You guys dropped the ball, bro. Copy-paste Professor X, copy-paste Mr. Fantastic for the most part, and then copy-paste for the Fantastic Four. Like, come on, bro. Anniversary update, and you guys couldn't reach into your bag and pull something spectacular out? You spent more time on the bloody UI than the uniforms. Ain't nobody paying to look at the UI. They're paying for uniforms. They're paying crystals for uniforms. But y'all can't put time into the uniforms? Come on, man. Bro, ain't nobody care about no bloody UI. We're not paying 1,000 crystals for UI, bro. We're paying 1,000 crystals for the uniform. God damn, bro.
As well, again, we do have one additional mission set added to this update. So a lot
Yo,
of players were kind of confusing, thinking if it was similar to the deploy missions in the Shield Lab. Understandable, but it's not exactly the same. So as you can see here, we have story missions, dimension missions, epic quests, but there's a little something new, and that is dispatch missions. So a little bit of a heads up, because I was testing this mode a little bit earlier, and this isn't this mode again. This is a test build, just specifically made for this live stream. So some of the features aren't exactly will not be perfected in the until the live version, and sometimes there might be a little bit of freezing as I'm going over this. So just bear with me as I'm going to try to explain some of the features in this update.
Very good.
So as you can see, I currently only have 3 missions currently open for this. So how this works is that we have a variety of different missions all across here.
different sectors, yeah.
And there's different things that go that comes with it. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on the first one here. Here you have you can select the team up to your pre-selected team of characters, and what makes it different also is that when you play, is that you actually have the ability to there is no cooldown when actually switching out characters. So of course you can see also again it seems similar to story missions, but again it's a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and demonstrate that.
It has requirements too that has like little checkpoints, little nodes that you have to check off. Oh, it's 3 at a time. Okay. Autoplay and auto repeat is there.
A lot of familiar moves going on.
Get some buffs going too. So again, as you can see, my 2 other teammates are actually already on screen. They're already doing damage on their own. And again, as I mentioned, there's no cooldown when doing when switching to opponents. I'm actually going to do a skill that's going to require some skill animations. While he's doing that, I'm switching to the Maker.
So it's always going to be
All my teammates are killing
all 3
to be able
out
to
at the same time.
Switch out.
Good
I'm
problems.
going to switch to Professor X, who's still rolling behind back here.
They should have made this a co-op game mode. If they were going to make it 3 people attacking at the same time. Well,
Who is already down? But again, this is an earlier stage, so again, enemies are going to go down a lot faster than anticipated. Switching out to the Maker.
okay, so what are the rewards? Let me see this. I don't see any difference
Pretty
between
simple.
this and story mode.
We can just simply
I feel like this is just story mode.
simple items there again.
Bro,
The rewards are not exactly going to be the same when we're doing live build. Anyways, so this is something basic in terms of being able to complete. So what makes it different, again, we mentioned this dispatch mission. So it's a mix of being able to both acquire new rewards in addition to both playing, and also you don't have to necessarily be active in playing this too. So again, it sounds a little bit confusing with what I'm trying to say, but this is why. So you look on the top right screen, portion of my screen, and you'll see this mentions growth grade or dispatch. I'm going to go ahead and click this button here, and you can notice that there is a variety of slots here. So I already have currently 3 characters displayed because I was playing this mode earlier. And what this actually plays into is actually you're able to gain additional rewards when not having to actually actively play. You can actually what it is, again, it's either dispatch missions where you actually can just dispatch your heroes and go on doing about your own, your own business, your own busy day. And all this time your heroes are actually gaining additional rewards. Now the rewards are going to actually differ depending on the combat power. As you can see here on the left corner of the screen, it says growth grade. It's the bonus supply at 10%. And as you can see on the right hand side, it says I could get possibly 110 gold per minute. And just to that, I'm going to click this little button here to display. I can also gain additional rewards as well.
bro, what are these trash rewards
I'm
though?
actually going to go ahead and increase that. So again, that's not really a lot of rewards. The combat power, again, is pretty weak. So I'm actually going to go ahead and unequip these guys.
Yeah, I better see some tier 3 mats in here. I'm about to lose
I
my
gained
shit,
about,
dog.
a measly 6,000.
Man, I'm not gonna lose my shit, but like for real, this kind of seems like a waste of time. This is what y'all were working on.
More rewards from this set. So I'm actually gonna auto equip for this set for a second. And if you notice the combat power, exponentially increased. I'm actually gonna dispatch them. Sweet. And now, and as you notice, the gold actually increased to 120 gold per minute. Again, not all these rewards and the numbers, they aren't exact, so they may differ in the actual live build.
Bro,
So these are something to look forward to later on. So
I
again,
need
the whole
to
purpose
see
of this is to be able to
TCP, bro.
provide you additional missions and additional ways to actually obtain rewards.
Bro, I
Again,
need
some
to
of the
see
rewards
tier
aren't,
3 mats.
Aren't the same as what's being displayed here on this screen.
Well, they better all change.
So I actually gained a little bit of rewards here, as you can see. The reason being is because of
You know what?
I was testing them
I ain't
out
gonna
earlier.
complain. It's free
Actually
shit,
had other
right? That I
characters
couldn't get
with.
before. But man, this seems like if this is what y'all were working on for the 6-year anniversary. This is a dud, bro. It's a dud. No lie.
Again, the notes I have actually are kind of minimal in terms of what to explain for this mode. and also you can look for more details regarding how this game would actually.
It's not a game mode, bro.
Patch notes when it gets closer to the time.
The hell? Bro, I don't think these guys understand what a game mode is supposed to be. You don't even have to play.
Both actively and passively.
Bro, why would I play if I could just send my characters away?
You haven't really used before.
Bro.
So there you go.
All
I'm
right,
weak.
Thank you so much, Cage, for showing us that. I can't wait to see how people end up using this function.
Exactly, it's a function. It's not a game mode.
Let's move on to our next section. Now, off the top, I did mention that we are going to
Literally
talk a
shield
little bit
lab, bro.
about some of the questions we posed to you earlier and your answers about.
Yeah, the hype is dying, bro. No lie.
Move on over to this other screen. I'm just gonna adjust my camera. All right. You know what? Sometimes it's high tech and sometimes it's very low tech.
It's the beauty of doing everything live.
You asked for it. So we have a few different questions we brought up at the top of the stream, and we're going to be reviewing what the fans have to say, what your voices are on your opinions on these. And the first question that I see here is, tell us which update or update teaser has been your favorite. And I see an answer here.
I'm sad. Not gonna lie.
EB, who answers,
I can't even hype this. This is
update was
something
in
else,
my
dog.
opinion. The Asgard update. That one was fun. It was beautiful.
Yeah, that was when Loki actually got his T3. We've been waiting for that one, for a long time. Just being able to finally see fan favorites.
This a L. This a major L.
It's always fun to see. It's always fun to see.
Major L, boys.
Like, oh, I finally got my favorite character. I finally got Loki T3. Valkyrie finally gets an update or a uniform that looks, similar to the comics. So that's always good to see.
I love it when it's connected to the comics. I mean, this seems to be an answer that a lot of people had. Marek Frashak said, and please forgive my pronunciation, Harold Thor is my favorite update. Odinson is my first T3. Congratulations.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, bro. L, bro. This a L. Yo, you guys need to spam L in the chat, bro. They dropped the ball, man. I don't know. They dropped the ball, boys.
Says the Runaways update.
She don't even know what the Runaway update was.
There actually has not been a Runaways update. But it has been a request. We've seen many players actually been requesting.
Maybe they meant the A4 update way back in the day when they added Sister Grim and shit. I don't know why this man said Runaway.
Another question. Go ahead, Cage.
Yeah, man, this is L, boys.
So the next question I have here is, so what is your favorite added character within the past year? Actually, I'm going to open up and ask you, Kim. What was a favorite character that we've recently added within this year that you've actually enjoyed?
Within the last year?
Come on, Kim, don't lie, you don't play.
I'm a big fan of the Immortal Hulk update, which was V620.
Oh, she even remembered the update.
I hadn't read Immortal Hulk before that update.
Wow.
I was familiar with Hulk and Hulk characters.
Boom.
But
I gotta give her props.
How creepy it was gonna be. I didn't know they had it in them, and then I was just really enwrapped in this comic about this different version of the Hulk, and I just love looking at different interpretations.
Honestly, guys, considering the fact that they just did copy paste uniforms for 4 of the 5 uniforms, I'm happy Black Panther and Namor didn't get uniforms, because if they were just gonna be copy paste, imagine if Black Panther got another uniform and it was just a copy paste of what he had before. What would have been the point? Right?
I didn't know much about the
it would have just been trash. So I'm happy they leave him out, bro. Because this was mad lazy. This was mad lazy, bro.
A sad end.
Again, maybe tomorrow when we do this thing live, because we about to check this thing out live tomorrow, I'll feel differently. But from what I'm showing here, guys, it's a big L, man. They brought in a game mode that's not even a game mode, right? And then they worked on one uniform, which is Iron Man, and then the rest they're like, yo, we just copy pasted.
A fun, engaging teaser that fans, both people who don't really know much about this character, but also people who enough to make them want to know more about these characters. That's part of fun. But we also wanted.
Speaking of, one person in the chat, Renzo Castro Cache, answered that question. Favorite added character in the past year, Moonstone, and then 3 heart emojis. And Moonstone is one of those characters that I did learn a lot about. Yeah.
That's
via
because
this
y'all did a
game.
good job with her.
We also have an opinion I agree with very much from Farhan Abbas.
The silver lining is Black
they said
Panther did
Ghost
not get a
Rider
copy paste
T3.
uniform.
Huh?
That's
that
it,
was a
bro.
runner-up for
That's
me.
the silver lining. If you ain't
It's
gonna
not
make the
necessarily
king
really
feel
that
like a
character,
king,
but
don't
we
touch him
happen
at
to
all,
see
bro.
that he got T3
Let him
as a
rest.
fan requested character for such longest time. And I remember seeing the news when we planned out that he was finally going to get his T3 new immediately, just as a CM, and seeing all these different number of player requests that being able to see like, oh, finally this character's finally going to get T3. We're going to make several people happy with this. So always fun.
I mean, that does bring us to our last question.
By the way,
So
don't
we've
get
done
mad at
with
Cage and Kim because
questions.
obviously they
Let's-
don't do
what was your
development work.
favorite uniform
They just here
for
to give us the
T3
news,
this
right?
past
They ain't
year?
got nothing to do with what the devs
And,
decide to do.
We have an answer here from
So if the
Augustine
devs just want to copy
Moreno,
paste a
says
uniform to
Torch.
make more money,
We
then
have
that's
an
what they gonna do, right?
answer. Scrolling down. Mohammed Fazil says Ghost Rider.
So don't
best
get mad at
uniform.
Cage, don't get mad at Kim. They
I'm
just
with
here to
ya.
give us the
which
news, you
uniform?
know.
We had two new uniforms actually released for him. We had the
You know
Tier
which
3
one.
Doctor Do mid-month, maybe.
King of
Which
Hell,
one
or
do I
you're
talk
referring
about
to?
all the time? No.
I feel bad 'cause now the name is just slipping from the Galact. Oh my god.
Cosmic
Cosmic
Ghost Rider.
I feel so bad now as a CMP.
It's all good. It happens to us all, Cage.
That's my boy. I love that comic. I love that comic. So seeing it come to life was awesome.
Yeah, don't shoot the messenger, you know. Like they on the front lines while the devs just in the back, like collecting the money, right? So don't get mad at these guys. They just doing a job, you know.
Panther, Luis
Give us the news and
Hernandez
that's it.
says,
Don't
Luke Cage. That
don't
one's
crucify
solid,
them.
I gotta
Oh,
say.
that's from the recent too. I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, in like
Dan
24,
Marcus says
actually
Ghost
more
Rider
like
as well.
40,
Adam
45
Cohn
hours
says
or so,
Rogue.
we'll have the update and we'll all be able to.
Say
Well,
any-
less
has
than
anybody
45.
mentioned the symbiote update?
Like 36
No, not
hours,
once. Buddy
give or take.
Gonsa
We'll
says
have the
Iron
update, then
Man.
we'll be able to
Glow the Dark also says Iron Man.
see for ourselves what things
Andrew
really
Warren
look and
Horwich
feel
agrees
like.
with me. Marvel
You
Future
know?
Fight Hulk.
Always doing the Birdman hand
but
rub,
I know
always.
you liked the symbiote update a lot,
Oh yeah, I mentioned even.
just
I
from
think.
our conversations.
Oh no, for sure. I remember mentioning back when we did the live stream a while back for that update. Just being able to, because when I first started the game as a complete noob, not knowing anything, Venom was one of the first characters I acquired, and I wanted to make sure. I was so disappointed when I found out he was not T3 like at all. Anyway, so just finally and being able to plan the teaser for that, and just yeah, it was fun. It's always fun to see a fan favorite get both the uniform and the T3 that the fans have been wanting.
Definitely. I mean, I love seeing that crossover there of seeing characters from the pages just get in the game and freaking own and be really accurate.
Freaking
to
own.
who the
Yeah, they definitely
character is.
gonna add Blackheart at some point,
It's
right?
always fun to just over the
Because
course
that's
of the year,
Mephisto's son.
seeing just
They
the
definitely gonna have to
changes
add him
in
at some
not
point.
just for the added character, but the different game features that give people, just more of a reason to just enjoy the game. It just gives them the spark to enjoy being able to see the new characters.
Stunner
see the
911.
uniforms.
Why has
it's
Black
always
Panther
fun
been
to see
shafted
characters
for so
pop
long?
up and,
I don't know, man. But at least he dodged this bullet. Because again, like I said, if they're just gonna copy paste
overall, just have
uniforms,
fun.
then a copy paste Black Panther would just be as bad as he is now.
Alright, well, thank you all for submitting
Unis
your
for fun.
answers to
Exactly,
our
bro.
fun little,
Unis for fun.
question
That's the
roundup
meme,
here.
bro. I'm gonna get a
Just going
t-shirt
over,
that says Unis for
favorite
fun, bro.
highlights over the past
You know what I'm
year.
saying? Not the clear
And
content.
it's been a
Unis
great
for
highlight
fun.
me getting to do these with you, Cage, and getting to work with you and be creative about the things that we do. I mean, I was looking at the highlight reel off the top, and there's a lot of you just having a great time in there, and I love to see it.
Ooh.
It's been fun. It's been a great year, and we look forward to seeing what the future has for the future fight.
Okay, very
Y'all
apt,
dropped the
very
ball.
apt.
You're welcome.
Well, I will say that does just about do it for this very special live stream for Marvel Future Fight B700 6-year anniversary update. We've been over so much today. We have 3 new uniforms for Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic,
She forgot.
and Professor X. We
Bro.
also got a new
2 new
character,
uniforms, by the way.
Mephisto. Oh, yes,
I'm
yes.
sorry, 3 new
This-
uniforms.
what?
Yes.
There's
Women's
6,
Women's
bro.
Women, and of course the thing.
There's 6.
Thank you.
What
And
the hell?
then,
They can't
we also
count.
got to look at this new UI.
All the members of the Fantastic Four got a
Dispatch
uniform.
missions. We have a new
And
Tech 3.
Professor
Paige,
X
we have
and
so
Iron
many
Man.
things
That's 6,
going
bro.
on for
Am
people
I?
to claim rewards
Can I
and
not count, or can these guys
We
not
do
count?
have a. It's like it's just easy to lose breath. We have a multiple of events to
You do it
commemorate
now.
these 6. Okay, I'll try now. We have a multitude of events to go through for the 6-year anniversary. Again, as you mentioned earlier, we have a pre-register event. Players can actually register their email, pre-register for the event, and require a multitude of unique rewards for that. There's also a coupon event as well. Those of you who may have already seen it across our Facebook and Twitter and Instagram as well, where there's coupons coming out for such, for example, we have biometrics, I believe is what we have. So the coupon for that, I believe, is ready for MFF 6 year. So it's ready, spelled out ready for MFF, the number 6 years. So you go ahead and put that in. And for those of you who are actually iOS users who are having any confusion at all on how to input those codes, actually, if you visit the forum, we actually have a walkthrough to show you how you can actually redeem those rewards. So both Android and iOS users can.
I'm curious to see how the live chat over here is reacting to these guys.
Anniversary. And we're not done. We, of course, have a check-in event going up as well. So please sure to log into the game because you don't want to be able to miss out on a single day and lose sight of any of these rewards. So be sure to log in. And again, for updated information, always just check out our page on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, YouTube as well. We have plenty of stuff going on. So y'all can look forward to that.
Yes, and of course, there's always more to come. As the sneak peek team has taught us, there is always something available for the eagle-eyed Marvel Future Fight fan. You just never know what might pop up. So please stand by. Please stay tuned to all that we have coming in the future.
What the hell was that? But anyways, we know there's a mid-month thing coming, guys.
Special uniform for the anniversary. Uniform. I can call it. I was gonna say alphabet. I said, hey, MFF. Why not go ahead and just use the terminology? I got all dressed up. Not once did I get a single comment, not a single compliment from you.
Cage, I'm very sorry that I didn't give you the attention you deserve.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna drop that link in the chat in a sec. Don't worry.
I'll take that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna, I think that is actually it now. So I hope everyone really enjoys the 6-year anniversary and all the events that are coming surrounding it, everything that is coming to the game very soon. Thank you all for being a huge part of this year and every year and the future going on. Till next time, agents.
Happy anniversary.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. So on that note, we're gonna end our stream here. I feel some type of way, but I'm gonna reserve my judgment. Let me know how you guys are feeling in the comment section here. I'm kind of sad. I ain't gonna lie. Catch you guys in a bit. I have a bit of an update for you guys in regards to my free-to-play account and some other things going on. So stay tuned for that. All right.